I'm Ray MacDonald. I work here at Bow Valley College as a project manager to build the Digital Entertainment Nexus, which comprises of an esports arena and this production hub that we're sitting in now. So before we started this project, we went out and talked to the community and the film producers and directors and asked them, what do they need? What is missing in Calgary? Because Calgary has always been an attractive space for backgrounds with our mountains and our scenery. However, it's been really lacking in the area of sound stages and movie production facilities. And for example, The Last of Us, which filmed the first season here in Calgary a couple of years ago, they had no access to any kind of a dailies room so that they could see their footage. So they built a temporary one, used it, and then when they were done filming, they actually tore it down and got rid of it. So you can see that sort of facility is desperately needed. So we thought, well, let's build one. Let's build a facility that can handle the needs of most of these productions and offer it out to these companies. It's a soundstage with a pre and post production facility and a dailies room all combined into one in one space, which is kind of unique because you get to film, do your editing, and then see it on a daily screen without having to leave this area at all, which is unique in the fact that you can't do everything in one place anywhere, and it's handy because you can just sort of make this a home, have your meetings here, do your preparations here, and then actually get it and see the final product. So on our sound stage, we have a massive sound stage which is fully soundproofed, and inside that we built a volume wall that's 11 feet by 13 and a half feet wide, and that allows us to do digital virtual production, which means we can take the camera and use it as background. And with some motion tracking, we're allowed to move the camera, and that changes the perspective of the screen and the background. And then you can build a set in front of it and create productions a lot faster and a lot less expensive than traditional movies are made. Yeah, we got a Vicon Valkyrie system, which is an industry standard for motion capture. It's used in a lot of movie productions, but also in video game productions. So if you're not using it to do an animated series or a sci-fi series, you can actually use it to capture motion for video games. And our other facility being the Esports arena, we offer video game programming and video game development. And it's very attractive to them to come in, put on the motion capture suit, grab their performers, capture the animations, and translate that into their video game characters. So it's a good standalone product just by itself. This one is more for the full body motion capture, and it captures you in a 360 degree setting. So it's got cameras all around you, and you put on the motion capture suits with all of the dots, and the dots are reflective, and that's what gets captured into the system. Now this system is very, very good in that it'll capture a lot of details right down to your fingers. You could have a dot on each finger and it will track that. But when you want to get into the real close-up facial sort of capture, we have a separate system for that, where it's more of a close-up camera that's right in front of your face, and you put dots on your face and it captures that in more detail. We really trying to stretch the imagination of these creators, because typically volume walls are used in car scenes. They kind of replace that old style where they just project a screen behind a car, and it would look terrible. You could tell it was a projected screen. So volume walls turned out to be a fantastic replacement for that setup, because it's crystal clear and you can control the environment better. So like 90% of all volume walls are used for that application. What we're trying to do is stretch the imagination and the creativity of these directors to come up with unique ways to use a volume wall, rock climbing or Superman type of things. Mandalorian uses it great because they actually bring in the environment and do more of the actual environment system around it. But then you can expand that to, I don't know if you want to do like puppet type of work or music videos or corporate videos. The ideas are just endless. It's just a matter of, getting that creativity flowing. You have more control over that world. And with our advanced lighting system, it's also an adaptive lighting. So as the volume wall changes its color, the lights around it will change as well. So if you're moving from daytime to nighttime, the lights will automatically adjust as you're filming. which is also pretty unique in that aspect. For me, it's the all-in-one, because you don't really get that anywhere. Even in the bigger cities, it's really tough to find a place where you can do your pre-production, do your storyboarding, do your filming, and then editing, and then CG graphics, and then see it on a real movie theater screen. It's just so hard to get that combination. And for me, that's what makes this totally unique. And it's just that all-in-one boutique studio setup that we have, which is fantastic. That's what I'm excited about, just the all-in-one part. Well, our plan was really to hit digital sort of production from all aspects, which includes, like I was mentioning, the video game side of things. We want to get into that gaming side, the corporate esports management side, the broadcasting side, and then you've got the film, the TV, the audio, the Foley. We're really trying to make this available to teach students and rent out to companies, a facility that'll help them in all aspects of digital, any kind of digital production that they're interested in. So we're hoping that by building this facility, we're not only increasing what we offer at Bow Valley College, but we're also increasing what we offer just in Calgary and Alberta, for any productions that are coming from outside of Alberta that they want to come in and do some filming here. And we're hoping this adds to that aspect of the filmmaking and generally build that environment of just available talent here locally, so that you don't have to go off to Vancouver. You can just keep it all in the city and do all your work here. It's going to be fantastic.